as updating you on some exciting events we have coming up, as well as, you know, the exciting time now of Halloween coming tomorrow, and of course, Election Day coming up on Tuesday. I haven't been online for a while with you guys. I feel kind of bad about that. With the election coming up, I've been doing so much civic engagement and wanting to get everybody interested in what's going on with our politics and with the election, and just knowing that voting is really the only thing that we can do. Not the only thing, but it's the most powerful thing that we can do, even though it seems so futile. But I allowed myself to enjoy my time on the road trip I just took across the continental divide here in the United States. So I had missed a couple of weeks of doing the Constitution study group with you all. So I thought I'd come up on this Friday, have a little fun with you guys, and motivate you all to get out and vote. If you haven't done your early voting or your mail-in ballot, I don't know, it might be too late to mail in the ballots. I just recommend that you go drop your ballot off, at the polling place. So today here in Nevada is the last day for early voting. So this would be the last day to be able to go and to go turn it in before the main election day on Tuesday. Funny thing about the friggin' election day, I had applied to be a poll worker, and I heard there was actually a shortage of poll workers, and I never heard back. So I guess that got figured out. That's good news. I guess there was no shortage, because there is, an increased requirement of work with the election this year because of increased sanitation measures, COVID measures, as well as increased traffic as well, which is good. It means more people are engaged and wanting to be a part of this process. So, that's all good news. I also have a couple of articles to share with you guys. It's been a while since I've come on here and hung out with y'all. Well, it's always nice when there's a tea in there that you didn't know you had in there. I'm going to be brewing up some red hibiscus. So this is just a tisane, a nice, easy drinking infusion with red hibiscus flowers. Yeah, I did a trip. I drove from Vegas to Flagstaff to Albuquerque to Denver. Yeah, I did a trip. I drove from Vegas to... Oops, sorry about that, guys. Denver. Well, I first went to Aspen. Well, Santa Fe. Santa Fe, Aspen, Denver, and then hung out with Joe in Spearfish, South Dakota. Joe is with Cedar and Sage as herbalists, and they source some teas through Tealet. So we've become friends throughout the pandemic time, and it was nice to go around, and actually pretty much everybody that I met with while I was on the road were all people part of our little network. And it's so interesting because I've taken the pandemic pretty seriously as far as leaning fully into cooking for myself and finding contentment and just being home alone. I think that was something really important for us to do, when the pandemic began, as well as now. And so I don't have anybody in the tea room. I'm not out socializing, and if I do, it's very seldom, and I'm very particular about where I'm going. So there's a whole bunch of people here in my own community that I really haven't interacted with um, since the beginning of the year. Oh, look how beautiful that is. I'm matching today. I'm very much matching today with my pink and pink and pink. Not really like Halloween looking today. Maybe if I had like a witch hat, I'd be set up pretty good. But Halloween is tomorrow. I'll be doing my dressing up tomorrow if I do. There's not much of a celebration going on around town right now. Or maybe there is, and I'm just not going to partake in it. I'm sure here in Las Vegas, I was talking to my friend, we were just imagining all the people that are flooding into Las Vegas right now to party for Halloween, because Las Vegas, like in my travels going to all these places, saw like, even if the mask mandates aren't big, life is different in other places. Things are slower, business is slower, restaurants are a different experience than what they used to be. But here in Vegas, if you keep seeing it over and over again, it feels like not much has changed. Everything is all still open, although, read that MGM may be closing some properties by the middle of next week because just economically it's not working out for them. But everything is open here. You can come and have yourself a nice Las Vegas weekend. You'll have to wear your mask, but you can still go around and do everything. It's pretty incredible. So I can only imagine the amount of people, not even just flying, but just driving, saying, hey, let's get away and have some fun this weekend. Oh, thanks, Melissa. Yeah, I'm very matching, even with my Gaiwan here. Very, photogenic. I didn't plan this. I wasn't planning on drinking this pink tea. It was just in the Gaiwan when I started, so I figured I'd go with it. So then after South Dakota, a snowstorm came and had to cut the trip short. I was going to head up to Montana to Red Lodge to hang out with Gary and his family with Phoenix Pearl Teas. But the snow scared us away, and we turned around and drove through Wyoming, into Utah, down into Vegas, and stopping off at any hot spring along the way. So that was a nice experience, connecting with nature, feeling a little cold, challenging the body. It's so funny because this summer was so hot here in Las Vegas. And it was hot up until I left for the trip 2 weeks ago. But to come back, and now it's cold here in Vegas. Actually, I think tonight the low is going to be in the 40s. So getting cold all over the country. I'm going to drink lots of tea. All right, so the two pieces of news I wanted to share with you. The first one coming out of China. Chenzhou, which is the place it's the city closest to Enshi. Enshi. I always get confused. They're actually very close in distance, but Enshi, which is the place of Tiguanyin tea. So that's the birthplace and where all the Tiguanyin tea industry is. Chinese tea company Bama Tea Company Limited held a tea brand summit to showcase their variety Tiguanyin tea, a one-of-a-kind oolong tea, and discuss the development of the industry in Fujian. It established the Bama Tea Industry Research Institute. I thought that was interesting. It is an agriculture industrialization project launched by the Fujian Academy of Agricultural Sciences this year. They plan to build 10 research institutes in different industries this year, and the Bama Tea Industry Research Institute is the first in the tea industry. Bama Tea will work with the Research Institute to improve the standardization system of the tea industry around tea planting, processing, logistics, sales, and management. In China, Tiguanyin has been consumed for 300 years. As a representative with Tiguanyin of a national level brand of intangible cultural heritage, Bama Tea has well promoted Tiguanyin tea to the world. In 2018, Bama Tea was selected to provide Chinese tea to the leaders of China and India at East Lake in Wuhan. In 2017, Bama Tea served 2 international events. Chinese tea is becoming more popular among people all over the world. The Chinese government has also registered Anqi Baicha as in more than 40 countries and regions around the world and plays an important role in the country's foreign cultural exchanges. Bama Tea says, Tiguanyin tea products of Bama Tea have been leading sales in China for 11 consecutive years. So yeah, Tiguanyin tea business is big business. This article was from PR Newswire, provided by Bama Tea, of course. So this is commercial news, but I just thought it was kind of interesting that there's some. This is some photos from that actual expo. Looks like a Chinese trade expo. But yeah, just a little update on the Chinese tea industry getting a boost. I found Indian tea industry also got its own boost. And what happened to that article? Oh, I changed. Sorry about that, guys. Here we go. So this is published in DNA India. I really don't know what this publication is. It just looks kind of like an online magazine. It says rare Assam tea sells for 75,000 rupees a kilo. 75,000 rupees a kilo is about $1,000 US a kilo. So yeah, that's a high price for tea. It's a very high price for tea. We work with several different teas that are priced higher than that, but these are extremely exclusive, extremely small batch, very, very special teas. We have yet to work with the tea from India that's selling at that price. Maybe soon. I would look forward to that. But, it's interesting. Every few months or every year, we get an article coming about celebrating a record-breaking selling price of a tea in India. It's a very powerful marketing strategy of tea companies in India. I've seen it many times. So it says a rare variety of Assam tea was sold at a record price of 75,000 rupees at the tea auction on Thursday. The Manohari Gold tea, produced by Manohari Tea Estate in Upper Assam's Dibrugarh district. Dibrugarh, very familiar place to us. That's actually where Rajan Barua and Heritage Assam Tea are doing their work in this region. It's kind of interesting because you see an article like this and you want to know, okay, what makes it so special? And so Rajan Lohia, director of the tea estate, told the Deccan Herald that this tea is manufactured from the finest second flush colonel tea buds, which are hand-plucked only during the dawn. There's a couple of things up with that. So first of all, I believe that there was a typo. So this colonel tea buds, I believe this is supposed to be clonal. And clonal tea buds do never yield tea this valuable. Tea that's selling for this kind of price in China and Taiwan, even here in the States, it's a very high price for a tea. And you're really mostly going to be seeing teas valued like that when they're really unique, especially like coming from tea trees planted from seed, not the clones. So that's one thing that just having the word clonal attached to the description is not saying much about the quality, potential quality. And then the other thing that's kind of fishy is plucked only during the dawn. I've never actually seen any artisanal tea producer pluck their tea at dawn. They always wait a little bit of time after dawn because then that affects your rest of your processing. There may be some secret trick here that I just don't know about. I don't know. So their reasoning for here, they say they are plucked only during dawn to avoid exposure to the sun. I can't believe how many ads are playing on this freaking website. It's crazy. They are plucked only during dawn to avoid exposure to sunlight. It offers aromatic, full-bodied, and bright yellowish malty liquor. Yeah, I still don't get it. I think this is just a marketing ploy. But, you know, it's good that they're doing this work and keeping it relevant. Hey, Hassan, good to see you. Happy Halloween. So that's the news. I thought it would be interesting to share that with you guys. Did you go vote, Hassan? You gotta vote. Everybody's gotta vote. I think going to be a lot easier to submit your mail-in ballots at the ballot boxes versus trying to deal with the post office if you're having any concerns around that. So fill out your forms and get them in. It's your duty. It's your right. Oh wow, I'm liking this music. This is some peaceful. What is this? Relaxing music. That's what it's called. As simple as that. Let's see. This one's been infusing for a while. It should be ready to go. Oh, Melissa, you're going to go deal with the regular election day on Tuesday. Good luck. Good luck with that. I think around where you're living, I'd imagine that your polling place and community are going to be easy to deal with compared to some other places here in the city. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be too interested in going to my official polling place. Actually, no, Mike, because I'm using a different address than my house address. It's not that bad. It's pretty good, actually. Probably a lot of, it'll be chill. It'll be chill. But I'm not going to that because I already voted. I just submitted it. All right, so the next thing I wanted to share with you is our little announcement for our event coming up next month. I would like to welcome you all to the Small Business Saturday Small Tea Grower Festival on November 28th between 5 and 9 p.m. Pacific. We will be hosting a virtual event streaming online on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Periscope, featuring presentations, education, interactive activities, featuring small growers and small tea artisans. We will be featuring the Kuchikiri event. This is something that we did last year with Kunikazu Mochitani-san from Matcha Organic Japan. Kuchikiri is a very exciting event among the Chado community of opening the new tencha of the year and grinding it in the traditional stone grinder. So we will have a special presentation of that. Kuni-san will be visiting us from Japan. We will have several different small tea growers that will be visiting us from their farms to give us updates of their harvest throughout the year and what they plan to do for next year's harvest. So confirmed presentations now of course, is Kuni-san in Macho Organic Japan, and just got word that Bob Jacobson from Hawaii Rainforest Tea is excited to do a presentation as well. In addition, we are welcoming our friends from Not Made in China in Albuquerque, New Mexico, to be doing some different demonstrations and activities with us, featuring artisanship of teaware. So it's not just going to be small tea growers, it will also be small tea artisans, because tea is much more than just the leaf. Even though we love the leaf and love to feature the beauty of the leaf and the people behind the leaf, there's also much in the art, presentation, service, and hospitality of tea that we look forward to featuring there. This Small Tea Grower Festival that's going to be happening on Small Business Saturday. So this is a Saturday right after Thanksgiving. We will be offering these presentations online for your viewing, but we will have, and we do have available now, if you visit our Tea and Its People website, you can see that we have tickets available. Currently we have one ticket, but we will be adding some other add-ons, including some beautiful teaware from Not Made in China that you can add on to your ticket to receive a package in the mail before this event so that you can follow along with some virtual tastings with us. And it will be including 50 grams of freshly ground 2020 harvested fresh ceremonial grade organic matcha, as well as some other surprises and treats. You'll just have to order and get on board with us to see what also comes in with it. I will be giving updates about new presentations and confirming new activities in the event as they come along. But we're about a month out. We do recommend that you get your tickets now so that we can ensure that you get your teas and your package in the mail before the event on November 28th. So again, this link, you can find these tickets and all other information at bit.ly/smallteagrowerfestival. I'll go ahead and add that into the comments. So this event will be very similar to the virtual tea festival that we put on in April and July. Is that April and June? April and May. Yeah, time's gone so fast. Where we will be having different presentations and live Q&As. Of course, with time and experience, I'm looking forward to stepping up the production value of this event. And of course, it is coming with this premium experience with these tickets. And very soon we will be announcing a giveaway. So, and all people that order tickets, even that have already ordered, will be eligible for this giveaway. It'll be a beautiful surprise giveaway from Marie at Not Made in China. So when all that information is ready, I will let you guys know about it. But for now, I would like you just to bookmark your calendar. We're a month out, so we got some time. You can start planning for it. And yeah, look forward to having a lot of fun with you all. This will be an event that, of course, will be open to anybody in the world. Please reach out to me directly to ask if what the timing of shipping to a foreign country would be. I'd hate for you to miss out on this opportunity if you're fearing that the tea won't reach you in time. Because surprisingly, international logistics are actually working quite well for us currently right now. So I don't think that there should be too big of a problem with getting a box to you in Mexico or in Europe. Just let me know. You can direct message here on this platform that you're watching on, or you can reach me at info@tealet.com via email. And that email will be sent to our whole team, so we'll all be sure to get that and reply to it in time. Cheers. This is very nice. I feel like I should have some more like fitting holiday music. Let's see if it exists. Let's see. This is saying that it works, so we'll see. Relaxing Halloween music. It's a thing. Oh, here we go. This is nice. I like this. Good. I should have started this from the beginning. That's not so creepy. Let me go a little bit farther and see where it goes. Oh, this is very nice. I like it very much. Check out my, oh, I have some infusing here still. I'm going to show you my flowers. You know these lots of tea, these lots of like Indian tea that get sold at record-breaking prices. Oftentimes it's just like half a kilo or 1 kilo. So it's pretty much just like a paid media, right? So you pay the $1,000 a kilo. If it's only 1 kilo, that's only $1,000, and then you can publish a press release that says that you sold tea at a record-breaking price, and you know that can get some exposure. I think last year we saw New York Times that actually covered one of those press releases. It was pretty incredible. So you know you can understand why that's such a powerful marketing technique. Oh, there we go. It's getting a bit more spooky. Nice, yeah. It's pretty. You know, these, it's really hard to find these, like, full, this is hibiscus flower. You oftentimes don't find these full. So when you go to the Mexican market, you can find, like, the big drums of it. They sell it by the pound. I think I went one time, they were selling it for, like, $4 a pound. I was like, wow, that's a very low price. But it was really broken up. And then it ends up being, like, really kind of gritty in texture and a little bit bitter. So yeah, not my favorite. I'm usually not a fan of Jamaica for that reason. Or, you know, even if you order Jamaica, you know, drinks at the Mexican restaurant, they oftentimes put way too much sugar in it, and it's because they're using that lower quality hibiscus flower. It makes it look bitter and astringent. But this full flower here is nice, and actually, you can eat it. It has a very interesting texture to it. It's almost like a meaty texture. Chef Sheridan from Evergreen, he uses it as a meat replacement. He usually makes some like roasted pork dish, and he'll just, instead of throwing the pork meat into the wok to fry up, he'll throw the spent hibiscus leaf in there. His wife makes beverages in front of house, so she makes all the aguas frescas, and then Chef is in the back of house cooking all the dishes. So it's a cool little synergy between the two of them. I love going to eat there. In fact, I'm gonna go eat at one of their restaurants for dinner tonight. They're celebrating Oktoberfest at Fat Choi in Eureka Casino. So I'm gonna go see what their Oktoberfest is and support them, of course. really important that we find the time to support the small businesses in our communities. So that's something I'm very enthusiastic about. If you're watching now, did you go vote? Did you get your ballot in? Or do you plan to go on Tuesday? Everybody say it's going to be wild on Tuesday. I don't know if I want to risk it. I just took care of it. I thought about it. Actually, when I applied to be a poll worker, I thought I would just work and then vote, and it would be easy. But they never called me back about working the polls, so I guess they got enough signups, which is great. They had increased the amount of compensation for their workers this year by a pretty significant amount. And so I think that had attracted a lot of people. There's a lot of people here in the city that are currently unemployed or dealing with issues because of the economic damage that's been done to our hospitality industry here in the city, which is a huge employer for our population. So one good thing, maybe it helped bring more workers for working the polls. Hi, Rory. I hope you voted. If you're an American, or not American, I should not say that. We know that's not right. If you live in the United States and are at least 18 years old. But other than that, you should vote. If you fit all those requirements, please vote. Well, something exciting happened today. Earlier, I was just randomly saw a Gary Vaynerchuk live video come up on my Facebook, and I decided I'd watch it. And there was a tea company that called in to be a guest, and this tea company is actually, I was very surprised. I think the company's done quite well. 4 years old and doing almost $1 million a year in sales, which that's hard. I don't see that very often for tea companies, even ones that have really strong brands. It takes a long time to build up that kind of distribution. And anyway, he was saying how he did all of that offline with no online presence. And how he regretted that he didn't have a stronger online presence because he's losing some business potential, and almost assuming that he would be doing more than double in the business had he done things online. And, I really had to question that. Like, I don't know if there's really any company that's doing over $1 million a year in revenue just in online retail. And I mentioned something about that in the comments. And Gary Vaynerchuk actually called out my comments and told me that I was wrong. And then he went online to research companies, and he listed off all these big tea companies, which are all very large, like wholesale providers and having like an offline cafe presence. So, they may have an online element to their business, but it's definitely not doing $1 million a year in revenue. But that was just kind of a weird thing that happened. Gary Vaynerchuk, when he does live videos, he has so many people watching them, thousands of people watching them at one time. So if you get your question answered, it's a pretty big deal. I guess what I said really ticked him off, and he had to prove me wrong. He's actually met me before, and I actually pitched my tea company to him before. But I doubt he remembered that when he saw me on the comments. Oh, that's funny. Well, everyone, I think I'm going to sign off. I just wanted to shortly come on here and catch up with you, let you know where I've been the past couple of weeks, because I know I haven't really been streaming too much. Let you know I'm doing good. I'm happy. I'm ready for Halloween. I've voted. And I am excited to put together a really great event for you all next month on November 28th. in the evening to celebrate Small Business Saturdays, Small Tea Grower Festival. You're going to start seeing a lot more awareness and information about this event, so please reserve your time on your calendar now and prepare to pick up your tickets so that you can receive your tea and goodies in the mail in time for the festival. So I hope you all have a beautiful, safe, warm weekend with your family and your friends. Please stay safe, please stay healthy, and happy Halloween.